We good? All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Today, we're going to be tackling how to play chords on the bass. This is going to be the first part of many. It's going to be like a mini series or a course on how to play the chords and everything that you need to know about it. Here we go. All right. So first and foremost, hold on, wait. There we go. All right. First and foremost, what is a chord? All right. A chord is more than two notes. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Don't think two notes is a chord. Two notes is an interval. All right, that's the distance between two notes, an interval. But a chord is more than two notes. Okay, so what's more than two notes that we have in music as far as terminology? Triad. Okay, triad means three notes. If you don't know your major scale, I'm not going to go over that. I'm not going to waste time going over that because you should know that if you're going to be playing chords. So I'm going to be basing it on the major scale. We're going to be playing one chord, triad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the first note, third note, and the fifth note. I'm playing the C major scale. So I'm playing the C, the E, and the G. Okay? First note, third note, fifth note. What you do is you put that together. Basic explanation. Very simple, right? So when you play those together, you actually have a problem here because if you play that third fret, second fret, fifth fret, you can't play this two notes on the same string, so you got to figure out what to do. So let's move that G and let's play it somewhere else. You can play it here, C, E, open G. You can play it that way, or you can play it up here. You have a C, 8th fret, 7th fret, E, G, here on the 5th fret on the D string. So I play that with my 4th finger, 3rd finger, 1st finger, all at the same time. So I'm just plucking thumb, index, middle. All right, so it might not sound as good like that right here in this position, only because it's just lower and the frequencies just kind of clash together. But try playing it higher. All right, so I'm just playing it an octave higher, starting on the 15th fret. C, E, G, same fingering, 4th, 3rd, 1st. Okay, sounds pretty good, right? So now what we can do, we can kind of take that. There's another way to play it. There's a way that I actually play it a lot, but play the bass note down here on the E string, on the C. All right, then I have a G, so I'm not playing C, E, G. Now I'm going to be playing C, G, E. Hold on, wait, what did I say first? Yeah, I'm not playing C, E, G. Now I'm playing C, G, E. All right, if that makes any sense. So I'm just moving the E up, and I'm moving the E up an octave. All right, so C, G, E, right? Where it would normally be C, E, G. All I'm doing is moving that up. You guys see that? All right, all I'm doing is moving the E up an octave, and I'm moving the G here, so it's easier for me to play. All right, so mind you, we'll get into the upper extensions, the 7s, the 13s, the 9s. How did I skip 9? 9, 11s, and 13s, the upper extensions of the chord, a little later on. Especially it's a little challenging playing bass, trying to figure out what those upper extensions are, because we only have a limited amount of fingers that we can play, and only 4 strings if you're playing a 4-string. So we have to figure that out, and that is actually very interesting, and you can get really dive in to those upper extensions of those chord notes and chord tones and things like that. But anyway, we'll go over that at a later date. This is just beginning. This is part 1. If you've never played a chord before, I'm showing you the simple triad. Okay, you can start with that. Another thing that I also talked about, this is not the first time we've talked about this. We've talked about chords when we talked about playing the modes. We've mixed them up and we've separated them. We played the arpeggios, and we also played the chords, the 7 chords. All right, so what I want to do, I'm just going to show you the 7 chords right now. So 7, it'll be the first note, third note, fifth note, and 7th note. All right, just think about it, just like kind of stacked in thirds. You have 1, 3, 5, 7, right? That's the triad. The 1, 3, 5 is a triad. If you add another note on top of that, it becomes a 7, a major 7 chord if you're dealing with the C major scale. So the C, the E, the G, and the 7. So if you put that all together, you get a C major 7 chord or a major 7 chord. Okay, so there's ways to play that. You can play that C major 7 up here. I'll be switching it around just a little bit, moving the E up an octave, so you'll see what I mean. So you got C, G, B, and E here. All right, to play that at the same time. All right, it sounds kind of clustered. I like to keep the notes and the chords a little open, just my personal preference. I like to play the bass note and then try to have those 2 higher upper extensions as high as possible, as high as they can possibly go. That's kind of like the illusion or the technique that when you tap. All right, you have this low note down here. and you have the higher upper extensions here, the 3rd and the 5th, or the 3rd and the 7th, what have you. But anyway, major 7 chord. Let me show you the other way to play that. You got C, E, G. Now, what I would usually do is keep the 5 out when I'm playing it down here, especially on the A string. So let's take the 5 out of the chord and let's add the 7. So we got C, E, and B. You play that the same way. I'm just playing thumb, index, middle, right? For all of these chords, I'm trying to utilize my thumb as well. All right, same way. Now, what we can do is almost the same thing we did with the first chord with the triad. We can do it up here too. So C major 7. I have C. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the E exactly the same way. That's our E. That's our 3rd. Okay. And then now we have our 7th here. B. So we have C, B, and E. Okay. So that's our C major 7 chord. That's one popular, very common way to play that on the bass. The other way is just to move this same format, same shape up an octave. Sounds really pretty, right? Anyway, getting carried away, but you see what I mean. It sounds very pretty, and to be able to navigate around that and actually add some more upper extensions to it and some inversions, that's what we'll be talking about next. Because once you add inversions, it'll sound like a totally different chord, but you're using the same exact notes in different order. But we'll talk about that next time. For the sake of time, focus on these chords, these triads, and the major 7 chord for now. And then if you have any questions, you guys know what to do. Comment below. All right. And also answer me this. Have you guys started with chords? Do you guys play chords? How often do you play chords? Do you find them helpful? Let me know down below. It'd be fun to know what you guys think. Make sure your notes are coming out clean, clear, and precise. This is the first part of chords on the bass. Until next time, see you.